Trump is back on Twitter. That's good news for a lot of us, but some people, the angry birds on Twitter, they are losing it like crazy. Like they can't even believe what's happening in front of their eyes. But unfortunately for them, Elon Musk is someone that doesn't give a fuck. So he's going to do what he thinks is best for himself. And let's actually be real. He put this decision out to everybody on Twitter to actually vote on it. And then the majority voted for Trump to be reinstated. And he did exactly what we want, what we the people want, not what the mainstream people want. And that's good. Everybody's having meltdown. Some people are saying, okay, they'll leave Twitter, they'll take the account of Twitter, they'll like you guys can do what the fuck you want to do. Nobody cares. All we care about is free speech. That is the most important thing. And then also the man actually has actually announced that he's going to be running for president 2024. But does it stand a chance? I think Trump is always going to be Trump. He's actually a very strong force. Although majority of the mainstream people and the most powerful people in the world don't want him to become president again, and that's the reason why he lost the election 2020. But this time is a different time around, and I feel like if he can actually come back stronger, because I know he can actually, if he can come back stronger and then maybe make the right alliance and stuff like that, he's actually going to win again. Because this man is still looking strong and healthy. He looks like someone that is maybe like 15 years or maybe 20 years even younger than Joe Biden. Like the guy is just always very hyper and very, very fun to watch. Like what makes Trump very interesting is because he has a very good sense of humor, and then he's someone that doesn't know how to like play fake, and that's what does it for majority of people. People just see through him. It tells you, okay, oh, this is how the game is played. This is how I've been playing the game. I'm not telling you I've not been playing the game. This is how I've been playing the game, and this is how the game is played. And the man just continue playing the game again. But it makes everybody understand that, okay, I'm not an hypocrite. This is what I do. Yeah, and people might say, okay, well, Trump likes loyalists and stuff like that, which is maybe yeah something that I kind of agree with. He likes loyalists, people like yes man, yes sir, people that will just let anything he says and stuff like that to just fly and just like and grace his ego. But who doesn't? Who doesn't like people grazing their ego? Like that's what almost everybody in the world are made of. And I don't. I think yes. I think all Trump is just doing now is maybe looking like okay, he's all about himself. Yes, which is it, which is obviously true. But the difference between this is because the interest of Trump actually aligns with a lot of populist individuals in the world. So they don't care. That is how the world works. Your leader has their own interest, and that's what really matters. But what you should be able to figure out about the leader is does the interest of the leader actually measure up to my own interest? Is it going to be beneficial for me? And that's the most important thing. And then Trump makes a lot of maybe stupid decisions and then stuff like that that he thinks okay is going to work. Maybe things that would have probably worked in the past, maybe 50 years and stuff like that, that he still thinks is going to work. And that's where me I feel like he has a big problem. If he can actually bring in people that actually have a fresh mindset that would actually set things to actually work in in place. Like for example, he made this announcement that is going to crack down on people selling fentanyl and selling illegal drugs and stuff like that. Me, I don't agree that that is actually the way to go. Me, I feel like for you to be able to stop every other things, every other, and should I say, and second effect or maybe third effect of the fentanyl crisis, you need to be able to actually open the market, make it a free market, so that you'll be able to trace and track people that are actually putting fentanyl in drugs, that are actually poisoning people, so that you will be able to identify people and actually define what people are doing. I feel like because everything is kind of because people don't really understand the real definition of what fentanyl is. Because for me, I feel fentanyl is basically a poison, and then it needs to be treated like that. If you put a poison in a product and you sell it to someone and someone dies of it, you need to go to jail. It's very simple. But you should not actually stop people from actually selling the product, because at the end of the day, it's just going to make the prices of the other products go up, and then it's going to lead to people actually doing crazy shit and stuff like that. And that has actually been the major problem about the drug on war, the war on drug, because this war on drug actually makes drug business more profitable, and it has actually made everything that has happened, and it is actually responsible for every other thing that has happened, aside from a grown man actually deciding that, okay, I'm going to take this drug, I'm going to put this thing in my body. I feel like any adult in the world should be able to decide on what to put in their body. Is their decision. But the major problem is, I don't want these same people to actually be so desperate that they need to kill people to get the money for their drugs, or they need to kill people to secure the territories, like the way all these cartels and all these gang does. That is the major thing that the government needs to focus on and stop. What is the second effect? Not people that are deciding to put it on in their body. You can actually you can actually prevent death of people that have decided to put these drugs in their body by actually giving them an option to test their drug. Like, if they can be able to test their drug, and they can be able to know, okay, which drug is pure, which drug is not pure, I think it's going to actually go a very long way to actually combat this war of fentanyl. Like, people don't need to be dying the way people are dying. And then this thing is actually started moving out of America and moving down to countries, developing countries like Nigeria. There was a news that fentanyl is in Nigeria now. People have started lacing cocaine and stuff in Nigeria with fentanyl. And we know how potent fentanyl is. I mean, I don't want what is going on in the United States to start happening in Nigeria. I don't want to see people start dying because they just want to have a recreational fun. I'll just take a recreational drug. It's not supposed to be like that. So government needs to be able to understand that if you've been doing something for years, and then the result has actually been getting worse, not even that the result is stagnated, the result is getting worse, you need to actually pivot and try another strategy. And that is the strategy that me I'm proposing to. Let the market be open. Let people sell what they want to sell, but let it be trackable. Let the sales of any drug be connected to the people that sell the drug, so that in case anything happen, we'll know the people to actually hold responsible. Because you can't be poisoning drug. You can't. It's just like you can't poison Coca-Cola and sell it out. If you poison Coca-Cola and sell it out and people die, you will go to jail. It's the same thing that we need to hold the drugs dealers and all accountable for. Because unfortunately for us, this drug is actually a multi-million industry, and it's not going anywhere soon because there is money to be made. So if we can actually come to that reality, we need to know that, okay, there is a way to actually do something about it. Like, let's do something about it, but in a more strategic way. We don't need to waste resources. All these resources that they are putting into all these organizations that are actually fighting against illegal drugs and stuff like that is not needed. It's not needed. You don't need to make the government more powerful because you want to protect some people, because you want to stop some people, sorry, from putting some things in their body. That's not what it's supposed to be. You need to protect other people that they are going to actually feel the repercussion of the effect of your policies. And that's my opinion.